इस शहर को ये हुआ क्या? कहीं राख है तो कहीं धुआं धुआं। क्यों कोई कुछ नहीं बोलता? चुपचाप धुएं को क्यों झेलता? हो गई बर्दाश्त की अब इंतहा।
This is a monologue from an Indian anti-smoking campaign. And the reason of using it here is to tell you that in India, breathing is a new smoking. In fact, as per WHO, air pollution takes 5.3 years of your life, and in Delhi, it's more than a decade. We'll get to that soon, but let's start with the story here. On January 9, 2014, the bulk carrier MV Kalliopi L docked at Ennore port in Chennai. It carried nearly 70,000 metric tons of coal destined for Tamil Nadu's power company. But what seems like a routine delivery was actually a part of a much larger, more troubling story involving one of the India's largest conglomerates, Adani Group. The MV Kalliopi L has just completed a 2-week voyage from Indonesia. The coal it carried was crucial for Tamil Nadu's power generation, but its paperwork told a story that stretched far beyond the waters it crossed. The paperwork of this coal shipment had taken a detour through British Virgin Islands and Singapore. During this convoluted journey, the prices of the coal mysteriously tripled from $28 to $92 per metric ton. Even more curious was a change in coal's quality, from low-grade steam coal to high-grade, cleaner variety, which is highly sought after by the power companies. Unfortunately, this wasn't an isolated incident. Documents obtained by the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project or OCCRP and reviewed by Financial Times revealed a troubling pattern. At least 24 shipments of coal between January and October 2014 followed the same pattern. These shipments, originally priced as low-quality coal, were sold to Tamil Nadu's power company by Adani at triple the cost. Here's how it worked. Adani purchased coal in Indonesia at $28 per metric ton. This coal was then invoiced by British Virgin Island-based company Supreme Union Investors to Adani's Singapore subsidiary at $33.75 per metric ton. By the time it reached Tamil Nadu, the price had shot up to $91.91 per metric ton. The coal quality was reported to have dramatically improved. This graph illustrates the stark price difference. The blue dot represents the price paid in Indonesia, which were just above the local market price for poor quality fuel. The orange dots show the price change in India, aligning with the market rates for high-grade coal. This discrepancy highlights the fraudulent price inflation at the expense of Indian consumers. Before going further, you need to understand the spectrum of coal quality. From poor, which means less heat output, more pollutants, like the lowest being the peat coal that has been bought from Indonesia, to high quality, which gives out more heat while burning and less pollutant, ideal for power generation. And in January 2024, coal still accounted for 80% of India's electricity generation. Here are the documents showing how the prices and the quality of the same shipment of coal increased as it changed hands. A certificate of origin in Indonesia shows the coal was supplied by the Indonesia mining group Jonglin. Leaked data from the miner listed the price as $28 per metric ton. Then, a commercial invoice issued by the Supreme Union Investors to Adani Group listed the price of the same shipment at $33.75 per metric ton and described the quality as below 3500 kilocalorie per kg. A commercial invoice from Adani to Tendetco shows Adani supplied the same coal to the state power company for the price of $91.91 per metric ton, with the quality listed as 6000 kilocalorie per kg. These documents provide a clear trail of how the prices and quality of the coal were manipulated, highlighting the extent of overpricing scandal. The implications of this scheme go beyond the financial fraud. Burning low-quality coal produces more pollution. According to a 2022 study in the Lancet, more than 2 million people in India die each year from outdoor air pollution. Coal-fired power plants, which supply the 3/4 of India's electricity, are a significant source of this pollution. Sunil Dahiya, who is an analyst at the Center for Research on Energy and Clean Air, says public health has definitely taken a backseat in India against the interest of the power sector. The over-invoicing of low-quality coal not only led to the inflated fuel cost but also increased pollution, impacting millions of lives.
Directorate of Revenue Intelligence or DRI opened an investigation into these practices in 2016.
They suspected that offshore intermediaries were being used to inflate coal prices. However, process has been slow. Legal battles have stalled the investigation, with Adani successfully challenging the DRI's request for information in multiple courts. The political stakes can't be higher. Opposition politicians have called for new investigations, especially in light of Adani's close ties with the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The allegations of the fraud come at a time when Adani is trying to rebrand itself as a leader of renewable energy, while still being one of India's largest coal importers.
Adani's influence isn't limited to coal.
The average cost of electricity purchased by Gujarat government from Adani Power soared by 102% between 2021 and 22, reported Indian Express. The price of 1 unit of Adani Power electricity jumped from 2.83 in January 2021 to 8.83 in December 2022. Despite this significant hike in prices, the Gujarat government purchased 7.5% more power from Adani Power in 2022 than in 2021. The government paid Rs 8,160 crore to Adani Power over those 2 years, which includes fixed charges and per unit cost of power. This happened even after Adani bids in 2007 enabled the company to sell for 25 years at the price ranging from Rs 2.89 per unit to Rs 2.35 per unit. According to Gujarat government, Adani Power was unable to generate power at full capacity due to unanticipated spike in coal prices after 2011. In response, the state government approved a rise in electricity rates after forming a committee and issuing a resolution in December 2018. This resulted in supplementary agreement with Adani Power, allowing them to sell power at fixed energy charges of Rs 4.8 per unit and capacity charges as per the agreement. On how the Gujarat government will recover the rising cost of electricity purchased from private producers like Adani Group or KK Bajaj, an expert told Indian Express the government will simply hike the fuel and power purchase price agreement or FPPA charges. Though the government claims that it has not raised electricity tariff for the past several years, the authorities have been slightly hiking the FPPA charges, which is a part of the residential consumers' bi-monthly electricity bill. The state government hiked FPPA cost at least 8 times between 2021 and 2022. The state government currently charges an FPPA of Rs 2.85 per unit of energy consumed, up from Rs 1.8 per unit in April 2021. Gujarat is just one other state Adani sells its electricity. Others include Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Karnataka, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and Jharkhand.
The overpricing scandal and subsequent hike in electricity prices
have burdened ordinary Indians with higher energy costs and elevated environmental damage. More coal was burnt, more pollution was released, the health of millions were compromised. This story is a stark reminder of how corporate malpractices have far-reaching impacts on both the economy and the environment. As the world watches, the hope is for greater accountability and a shift towards more sustainable practice without the investment from the less sustainable way of energy production.
Thanks for watching. If you want to dive deeper into this story, check out our links in the description. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe and hit the bell icon. And please subscribe. Your subscription gave me the motivation to continue. I'm just starting a YouTube channel and I'm doing each and everything by myself. So your subscription at least gives me the motivation to continue and persist in this hard battle of YouTube. Please subscribe. See you soon.